So you're witnessing a whole bunch of exposure. You're witnessing the Cooncious community being broken down for really what it is and being exposed for really what it is. I've told you for years, probably over the last decade, that it's a counterintelligence program, that everything in it is designed to actually be divisive and designed to keep us departed, to keep us apart from each other. It's not about a unifying principle. They say, well, the conscious community, you know what I'm saying, it's about knowledge itself. First of all, you can't coin consciousness. Consciousness is not a physical thing. You can't coin it. It's a ploy. The word consciousness is being actually used to be, in a ploy. It's not consciousness, it's actually ignorance. The conscious community is an ignorant community. There's no consciousness in it at all. It's very comatose. It's very ignorant. And you can see by its design that it is put together to actually cause a mockery and to run amok of true, authentic teaching. You understand what I'm saying? So whenever you have people like Polite and Young Pharaoh and all of these other cats who are being exposed for the psychopaths that they really are, for those type of mentalities that they really have, you know what I'm saying? Whenever you have to destroy somebody else to big yourself up and you disrespect the elders and so on and so forth, that lets us know that there's an air of evil within you. To me, you're evil. You understand what I'm saying? When you don't pay homage or you don't give respect to those who came before you to pave the way for you to use the avenue that you're using, to say the words that you're saying, in other words, to teach certain things that you're teaching. If it wasn't for those elders and those masters, certain information wouldn't have been exposed to us that we could take this information further. But what you guys have done is you have manipulated your own community for the purposes of wealth, power, and exploitation. That's what you do. And one of the things that we see big in this community, especially the conscious community, amongst our own selves, is pedophilia and molestation. Number one, 85% of Asiatic women have been molested, raped, touched, or something by a friend, family member, or stranger. The numbers is huge. And we continue to push that narrative in our own community, and we use guises like religion. We use the guise of intelligence and consciousness to pursue and to push these types of things. See, this is what happens when you worship and look up to other people, man. You understand what I'm saying? Especially people who are self-titled. They title themselves as master teachers and things of that nature, and they sell you dreams. They sell you ideas. Understand that you are being enslaved by God and not the creator of the Most High, but a man's ideas become his God, and those who don't understand can be enslaved by another man's ideas. And that's what happens to you, because you personally, you personify the characteristic, the charisma of a person. And that's what draws you to them. It's not really the information that they give you. It's what's being drawn to you is their charismatic charisma. That's what you're being drawn to. Because see, we like that. We like to look at stuff that's pretty and glittery and to the eye and all that. So if a person is wearing the right clothes and the Gucci and all this, and they speaking certain types of words, it's intriguing. You know what I'm saying? And we use the ideas of false wealth and materialism to push other people to actually give up their own. They give up their last, because they want to support your idea or your God. But what happens is you're getting exposed, and you will continue to be exposed, because we're in this time period where nothing can fly over the head now. Everything is going to be exposed. You understand what I'm saying? The connections and so on and so forth. So you must stop giving allegiance to personalities. You must stop idolizing psychopaths, because our community is full of them. You understand what I'm saying? And they feed off of the people. Egomaniacs, psychopaths, narcissistic personalities is what rules the quote-unquote so-called Cooncious community. It's called the Cooncious community. I don't call it conscious or consciousness, because there is none there. What actually is there is weaknesses, is misery, grief. You understand what I'm saying? Trials and tribulations, name calling, backbiting and slandering. That's what's there. You understand what I'm saying? Deception, misleading, that's what's there. And all of those who have the platform to actually save and teach the people, you understand what I'm saying? They're doing the opposite. See, they understand the game. They understand that our people is seeking a Messiah type, that we're always seeking someone else to come to save us, when actually we are the saviors of our own selves. And because of unity or the lack thereof, we are falling way short. And we are looking for somebody to come along to save all of us, and it doesn't work like that. And what's happening is that they're coming along and they're exploiting you. They're exploiting you. And then you're getting upset and you're being bothered by it. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe that this person did this. Or, well, you shouldn't put your belief in another human being because human beings are infallible. They make mistakes all the time. And then some of them are purposely not making mistakes, but they're purposely deceiving and misleading you because that's the agenda. If you study a lot of these so-called, quote unquote, your so-called conscious leaders, study their backgrounds and see what they're associated to and what they're affiliated with. And you will see that they are affiliated with and associated with orders. You know, fraternal orders. Fraternal orders that are designed to keep you sleep. That's what they're designed for, to keep you buried in a shallow grave. You know what I'm saying? To keep your knowledge level very, very low and to have you codependent on another man's God or another man's ideas. That's why the Cooncious community is what it is. And that's why it's falling apart, because people can see through it now. And your leaders are being exposed. The people you love are actually being exposed for being charlatans and things of that nature. Something that we already knew. Been trying to tell you for over over a decade. I've been trying to tell you not to put your faith in men, especially these men, Sonnetter, Polite, Young Pharaoh, all of these dudes, man, and whoever else. You know what I'm saying? Because they prey on our community in many types of ways, and they use a platform of media as influence to push their narratives, their strange narratives. They push on people, and people go out and regurgitate these narratives. You have men out here blaming a 14-year-old girl for what Polite has done, protecting Polite. How do you protect a pedophile unless you're a pedophile yourself? You understand what I'm saying? I gotta wait till the evidence. See, I don't play those types of games because it shows exactly what we think and what we tend to believe in our own communities. And that's the problem. You will believe the one who's actually the villain over the victim. You will take your own child and believe that victim, pardon me, you will believe the violator over your own child because of your own insecurities about life. Mothers do it all the time. They will throw their daughters out the house because of a man when he's actually the problem. Peace.